Primal nutrition methods, ancient posture hacks, hormone hacking for giant growth spurts, bone fracturing that'll lengthen your bones, supplements used by basketball players. These are all real selling points for this ebook. If you follow their secret techniques, you will gain 2 to 4 inches even after puberty. All you have to do is give them at least $3, which if you keep watching, you'll see as a surprisingly good deal. You see, there's a massive emerging industry of ebooks, products, and gurus who definitely don't want your money and only want to see you become the best version of yourself. But what does that even look like? Well, let's talk about that. You see, when it comes to body standards, things have gotten a little bit crazy. What was once the impossible became the exceptional, and now the exceptional is the expected. And that's where the problems start to come in. And to be clear here, I'm talking about the jumbo juice, also known as performance-enhancing drugs. It's not my intention to comment on whether one should take them. My concern is being transparent with their usage. There's an unfortunate trend of celebrities and influencers claiming to be all natural when they are, in fact, extremely juiced. And this seems to have trickled down across large parts of gymfluencer culture. There's almost an arms race to see who can get the biggest at the youngest age and still claim to be natural, aka natty. And the ages on some of these people are crazy. 16, 15, 14-year-olds who are claiming to have natural transformations, making young people question what a healthy body even is, and incentivizing the use of performance-enhancing drugs that completely mess up their hormones and push their organs to their limits. And the thing is, we already know the endpoint of PED abuse. Like many other drugs, it's an unfortunate and premature death. Clearly then, there's a pressure for young men to look a certain way. But there must be a reason why these insane transformations are so prevalent on social media, right? I mean, sure, lying about your physique gives you attention and helps you to maintain your ego. But for influencers, there's an even stronger incentive: money. They're creating the impression that if you simply do what they did, then you can look like them. And luckily for you, they're willing to share their secrets, their exact workout routine, their supplements they take, their diet. All you have to do is part with a bit of cash. Even though you'll probably never look like these people without PEDs or incredible DNA, as long as you believe that you're not good enough, then there's money to be made. And for as long as there are fake natties, then our perception about what is naturally possible will be skewed. On my Instagram a few months back, I started seeing these reels where different types of various facial features were being compared and ranked, or scored by their desirability. I was familiar with this type of thing. It's part of the looks maxing niche, I said. If you're not already in the know, these are the people who do the mewing, which we'll talk about later, and the bone smashing, primarily seeing themselves as self-improvers who aim to optimize their physical attractiveness. There's nothing wrong with wanting to improve oneself, of course, but in practice, I've found that these looks maxers tend to hyperfixate on niche things like having thick eyebrows, obtaining hunter eyes, and having facial symmetry. Things that men weren't really even thinking about 5 or 10 years ago, but have seen a steep uptick in interest in recent years, according to Google Trends. In other words, by fixating on these features, we have, in real time, created new insecurities in men. And where there's insecurity, there's profit to be made. I started noticing something in a lot of these looks maxing reels. A large number of them were promoting products from a specific company called Based Bodyworks, whose lineup primarily consists of hair products marketed towards young men. They're a legit company, even if some of their policy pages are non-existent, with the general consensus being that they make products of middling to decent quality that are, well, a lot of money for what they are, but they're not a scam, I don't think. But look at these reviews. It's very clear that these are all young teenage boys. I mean, there's only one photo here that I would say contains someone over the age of like 15. Now, Based themselves seem to be very careful not to directly promote looks maxing in its own marketing, but seems to have no problems with the strategies of their large network of affiliates who promote the product to get a slice of the profits on every purchase. They're all different pages, all posting extremely similar content to promote Based Bodyworks. The content is largely based around the face. What's your profile? Is it ogre or is it alpha? How would Mr. Beast look if he was a Chad? Thank God I wasn't born with these features. They also, seemingly without exception, all include a social proof pinned comment where one guy is like, oh my god, I keep seeing Based Bodyworks everywhere, what is it? And the other guy is like, hey dum-dum, it's only the #1 product used by looks maxers everywhere, including our god and savior Jordan Barrett. Oh wait, who's Jordan Barrett? Well, he's part of the 10 out of 10 supreme hunter-eye Jorah's Law looks maxing gods, along with this guy Chica Lachowski and this guy Shauna Price. try. Anyway, you see what's going on here? They say that marketing is all about finding a problem and fixing it, but here we're witnessing the true genius brain strategy. Create the problem and sell the solution. And it's not just base bodyworks that are being promoted by these sorts of pages. Here's a looks maxing app, UMax, where they will scan your face, and then by simply paying them a small weekly fee of $5.03, or getting 3 friends to join up, nice pyramid you have going on there, they will kindly rate the attractiveness and potential of your features out of 100 and give you your own personalized looks maxing routine. As you can see here, with the simple act of zygo pulling, and I'm sure some glorping and zilly boing boing too, you can see that this guy managed to transform into a completely different person. Oh wait, they just stole this video from someone else. Turns out it wasn't zygo pulling, it was maxilla exercises, also known as mewing. If you're not familiar, it's the thing where you use your tongue to improve your jaw shape, and I'm sure it was the #1 key to his looks maxing journey. There's definitely no lens distortion in that before photo or anything. And what do you mean his eyes are a different color and his skin is 5 shades whiter? Probably just the lighting or something. Anyway, you want to look like him, don't you? I know it and he knows it. That's why he made this free Discord server where you can find all of his advice for free. And there's a big secret coming soon. Oh wow. Maybe he'll take inspiration from this 17-year-old alpha, or is it this other guy, and risk his life to give you this super secret biohacking protocols worth $999. Fat, ugly, ignored and disrespected no longer! Especially once you get your hands on your very own one-to-one looks maxing consultant, then you'll be unstoppable. But if a looks maxing guru isn't on the cards for you, then I have a simple one-time offer for you that will change your life. Looks maxing Bibles! Tired of watching others glow up while you stay stuck? Want to be sharp, attractive and confident without faking it? Well, you need the JW Formula 2.0. Yes, for just $9.99, you can transform your face and confidence and train yourself to get the hunter eyes you've always dreamed of. But don't delay, only 2 spots left. Then the price jumps back to $20, so buy now. Actually, I think I'll just get the glow up guide from Glow Up Boy for $7.99 instead. Put that $2 towards a Jawser size. Anyway, what is my actual point here? Whilst, yes, I think the buying information you can get for free is a waste of money, I think it's perfectly fine for one to want and actively work towards improving their physical appearance. But by creating insecurities in men about parts of themselves that they wouldn't otherwise think about, we are actively moving towards a mass destruction of men's self-esteem for the profit and gain of a small minority. As long as you believe yourself to fall below the ideal and let that affect you, then companies can profit from that. Now, I can't fix your problems, but I can tell you this. You are enough. Just because there are people more attractive than you doesn't mean that you don't deserve love or that no women will ever love you. You are worthy of love and success, but you have to believe that in yourself. Looks maxing fundamentally requires you to compare yourself to other people. I believe that you will only be content if you compare yourself to yourself. Self-acceptance of what you are is, in my opinion, going to help you far more than anything else when it comes to your happiness in life. When you find yourself comparing to others, ask yourself, is this helpful? Is it fair? Usually the answer is no. You can only work to the best of your ability, but as long as you're doing that, then I believe you can be content with yourself. And remember this, we all have something to offer, and there is somebody who sees you as their personal 10. You just have to find them. And you can do that a whole lot more easily if you believe me when I say this one simple thing. You are good enough.